Hello everyone, and welcome to Alien Reddit Stories, where we tell alien stories off of Reddit. Let's just get into it. I'll leave the link for the video in the description. Also, I'll leave my email so you guys can send me a story if you wish to. Well, here goes. I guess I would consider myself an abductee. As a child, I had experiences of being abducted. I would lie awake in my bed all night in a state of hypervigilance, trying to observe the bedroom door, closet door, windows, and walls all around me all at once, until I exhausted myself to sleep. I have various memories of the little gray aliens grabbing me by the wrists to lead me around places outside of my bedroom. Yikes. Wherever they took me, nothing resembling a ship or anything, just a plain room. Counting my spine. What? They would run their fingers up each vertebrae. Wowzers. On my back, and to my child's mind, they were counting them. Sounds about right. Entering my room, through the walls, and so on. I'm terribly afraid of needles, and I'm always worried that the nurse is going to touch the bone on my arm with the needle. Yeah, that was one of my fears with needles too, not even a lie. The small gray ones are about as tall as toddlers, 3 foot I suppose. Classic gray. Large heads, big insect eyes. Their torsos and limbs are very slender, and you have difficulty figuring out how they stand and walk upright, carrying that large head. That kind of reminds me of my brother. Their fingers are very long, and the long fingers and the eyes are the creepiest things about them. I imagine so. Being with them is like being in the same room as a very creepy doll or mannequin, except they move around and are alive. They have a very disturbing vibe about them. Their skin is gray, and it seems not to be flesh. It looks like it's made out of construction putty or something like that. They have no wrinkles and no musculature. Their skin doesn't wrinkle when they move, and you can't see muscles flexing or anything like that. They don't seem to have I think he means end, personality or will. They're just like drones or something. Okay, well that's not exactly encouraging. I imagine that they probably stand in a closet when they are not working. Like they're in suspended animation. But they still seem to be organic. They are not machines or robots. That skin and those eyes are the real skin and eyes, not a spacesuit or a helmet. Okay, I wasn't assuming they're robots, but you just said they're aliens. I also have memories of a big gray alien, perhaps 6 feet tall, who would be brought. Let me try that again. I also have memories of a big gray alien, perhaps 6 feet tall, who I would be brought to after the little guys were done with me. She definitely had a personality and a sense of presence about her. Her skin seemed to have more features. She wasn't just putty like the little guys. I don't know how I thought she was female, but perhaps her features were more slender. Yeah, more feminine, I guess, right? You know females are going to be a female, right? She would look into my eyes with her large eyes, and she could see all of my thoughts. I could sense her in my head. She would say things to me, clearly as an attempt to get me to believe them or buy into them. I could recognize them as not being my thoughts, but she didn't seem to care. Trying to push against her will is like pushing a car in neutral when it's coming down an incline. The car pushes you instead. Understandable. Having her in my mind is a very disempowering experience. And I would almost liken it to, well, he said a word that rhymes with grape, but I don't think I know what grape really is like. And I imagine it's way worse. Yeah, it's way worse, buddy. And don't make analogies like that. Come on, man. What the heck? The word you're looking for is emasculate, okay? But I'm trying to give you an idea of what it's like. It's not cool or fun at all. Someone else is in your innermost sanctum, your own mind and thoughts, and you didn't invite them. You don't want them there, and they're just doing whatever the hell they want. At various times, she told me telepathically, don't make too much trash or people will get sick, and stop cutting down so many trees. Well, that was sound advice. She also told me, we're very grateful for your help. You're a big help to us in our project. And don't tell other people about us because they can't see us and they will only get upset. Well, at least you were useful, right? That's something you gotta be proud of. She tried to make me feel positive about me being there, but I wasn't having any of it. I only wanted them to take me back home. I had no idea where I was. It's like when you're a kid and a teacher tries to encourage you for doing something you don't want to do, like sweeping the floor or picking up after yourself. Oh, you mean like it was patronizing. She was manipulating you. Come on, manipulation? Really, alien? You did a great job sweeping. You're such a big help. You don't give a ish about helping the teacher. You just want to go and play or whatever. Well, I didn't care about what the big one was saying. I just wanted to go home. Understandable. Though they've never told me any secrets of the universe, and I never had any hybrid alien or non-gray experience. FWIW, I don't know what that means. I've had sleep paralysis experiences. To me, these are different. Just like a dream is different from a nightmare, and a nightmare is different from sleep paralysis. I agree completely. Those are all different. In sleep paralysis, I have a dream or a nightmare about a physical presence that is hostile or angry and is restraining me or physically accosting me. Yeah, that sounds like some spirits or something. I panic for a few minutes, find that I can't move, and then I jerk myself awake. Once I'm awake, it fades away quickly. Yeah, that's just like your nerves reactivating. Just like a nightmare becomes not so real when you wake up. With alien abductions, I don't find myself knowing that they've happened. I just wake up feeling like complete ish. Yikes. Maybe several days in a row, and I might have dreams about aliens or remember scenes from alien abduction shows. Sometimes I wake up in the early morning with the sense that they just left. I won't be able to sleep for hours, and I will be very aware and afraid of doors and windows. I'm a grown man, and when this happens, I'm not able to fall back to sleep for at least an hour. As a kid, I remember... Okay, I lost my place there. There it is. As a kid, I remember finding an alien abduction book in the library. Okay, I think he meant in the library. And it was like a door had been unlocked. My mom took us to McDonald's afterwards, and I finished the book there. I couldn't put it down, and for the next 3 days, I was in shock. It was like confirmation that they were real, that other people didn't know about them, and that I was really never safe from them. Oh yeah, I know about them, and yeah, I agree with you. You're not safe from them. After that, as a teenager, I got my hands on all the alien abduction books and shows I could find. They scared the ish out of me, but I had to keep reading them. Yes, you had to find out what happened. I have strong opinions about depictions of gray aliens, and there are some I consider to be very accurate, while others seem like a stylized interpretation by someone who has never seen them. Basically, the more realistic or human they look, with facial features such as cheeks, septum, nose, wrinkles, or under the skin musculature, the less authentic it seems to me. Yeah, I don't imagine them with a septum. Whatever that is. No, I'm just joking. I think that's the inner nose, nostrils or something. Also, the eyes might be... Okay, I think it means may. Also, the eyes may be completely insectoid. Yeah, no, I don't think I've heard insectoid eyes before. It's kind of freaky, alright? Wrapping around their sides. Not forward facing or oval like a human's. Oh, you mean like an ant's. I gotcha. I suppose a wasp or a mantis has the most alien-like eyes out of all the insects. Okay, I was wrong. There are certain cats I've seen that some seem to have alien-shaped eyes. In my 20s, I started seeing a therapist. Understandable. I have depression. That's terrible. Hang in there, buddy. And during some really intense sessions, I recalled the memories of the aliens, the specific memories I outlined about. I think he meant above. I don't believe the memories were blocked or anything. I just never dared ever to recall them because the whole thing is so terrifying. Understandable. I believe it's a form of PTSD. It really does interfere with your sleep and mood. After that session, I was shaken so badly, the therapist wasn't going to release me to let me drive. Yeah, that's a good therapist. She had to walk me through breathing exercises to get me to calm down. If I were someone other than myself, I would probably be completely skeptical and conclude that an alien abduction experience is just another type of sleep paralysis. No, they're definitely real. Or that reading too many scary alien books will corrupt your mind. Okay, that might also happen. Or that is a cover memory for actual abuse. Come on, buddy. Stop with these analogies, alright? But why would you dream of aliens? They're as small as toddlers and frail looking. They never touched me. Oh my god. Anyways, you know what you said. They never touched me in certain ways. Come on, buddy. Alright? Try to keep it PG here. But me having had the experiences I had, I just can't believe it. Even if the device and experiment where they hook people up to machines and have brain waves proven that certain types of sleep paralysis is the alien abduction phenomenon. Yeah, I've seen those studies where they kind of like try to say that it's a paralysis, not aliens. It just gives you a feeling. I would still believe there was someone real because the experiences feel real. Even after you wake up, not like a dream, nightmare, or sleep paralysis. I don't believe that aliens are organic creatures that evolved on another planet and fly here in advanced ships. The physics or faster than light travel just doesn't work. The only explanation I can come up with is that either they are creatures that can travel interdimensionally, perhaps they come from another dimension themselves, or they exist as independent entities in human consciousness. I know both of those are too crazy to really be explanations, but to me those creatures are more than nightmares. I know that on a logical level this is some kind of nightmare or brain disturbance, but let me tell you, the people that suffer from this really do suffer. Understandable. Some people made up a name for this, post-abduction disorder. They aren't trying to say that abductions are real, but just trying to help people who suffer from this. Of course, it's not taken very seriously, and I understand why. Me too. But I do wish sufferers could talk more freely about it, without fear or ridicule or dismissal. I know it sounds completely crazy to people who haven't suffered it. This is the most I've ever told anyone about it. I'm not interested in going to any groups or anything. My suspicion is that they are convinced there's a government cover-up. I'm not interested in a conspiracy theory. Well, that was a really good story, and I really appreciate you sharing that, brother. I hope you get help for all your troubles, and I'll see you guys on the next Alien Reddit stories.